So let's take Bob as an example. Bob is a good guy. Bob actually wants to make a change in his life, but he doesn't want to have to sacrifice his Netflix time, his binge watching time every time after work, which he comes and relaxes. You know, it's his comfort zone. He enjoys that time. He actually looks forward to this time each and every day after a long day's work. So Bob, he is willing to make the sacrifice of that 1 hour to perhaps start walking. You know, over the past 5 years, Bob has kind of neglected his health a little bit. He really hasn't done any kind of working out, and it is starting to show. He's starting to suffer because of that. And so today he decides, you know what, for that 1 hour I typically go and watch Netflix, today I'm actually going to start walking. So Bob, being the good guy that he is, after work, he has all his stuff laid out because he's prepared. He knows today he's actually going to walk, and he is not going to let those voices inside his head stop him from executing on his walk today. So as soon as he gets home, he throws on his clothes. He says, I'm gonna keep this boat in motion, throws his clothes on, and he gets out on the pavement and he starts walking. And so he walks probably like 15-20 minutes. He finds that he's getting pretty tired already at this point. He knows, well, I put in effort today, I did good. I made 15 minutes today. So he goes back home, he showers, he does his regular routine. The next day comes. Bob is ready again on the next day, and he does the same routine again. Bob knows that if he continues this process for the next 60 days, it will soon become his new comfort zone. Not that Netflix and chill for an hour every day. And he's integrating a new positive aspect into his life. Pretty soon, Bob realizes that he can go longer than 15 minutes. Bob is taking walks 45 minutes to an hour now. Bob actually started to discover that, he's losing some weight. So he's actually decided to start eating a little bit healthier. And in doing so, he's noticed that he's actually starting to draw more attention. Bob likes this. Bob starts to think, well, what else can I possibly do? So Bob starts doing some research, and he says, 2 birds, 1 stone. I walk for an hour every day, feeling good. Why don't I start to try to learn something new? So Bob picks up an audiobook. So as he's walking, not only is he getting his exercise, he realizes that he's actually learning something new. And in doing so, he's starting to apply that new concept into his personal finances. And now Bob realizes that he's got his whole personal finance game in check. So not only is Bob doing better and is feeling a lot better, is, getting looks from other women, feeling good about his finances, getting that in check, Bob starts incorporating a couple other different things in his life. He realized that not only by sacrificing that 1 hour Netflix time after a long day's work, he's actually started this butterfly effect in his life. And all these new positive things have become his new comfort zone. So that hour of Netflix time that he sacrificed is actually turning into a more positive lifestyle. Now, does Bob still watch Netflix and chill? Sure he does, but he does it once on the weekend as opposed to every day during the week. And he's still getting his 1 hour walk in. Bob is even trying to go for an hour and a half. Bob's even considered running at this point. And he's even considered running a marathon. So as you can see, Bob's changed his life by making one sacrifice. Making that one little sacrifice, he realized that all it took was a small step, one little sacrifice. He dedicated that time because he knew that it would be a little tough from the start because it's new to him, this new walk. It took only 15 minutes, but he put in the effort. That's what mattered. Pretty soon that effort added up. Once he started getting the ball rolling, it was much easier to continue that ball to roll. He realized that there were peaks. He realized that some days it was a lot harder to go out for that walk, but he still did it anyway. Then he realized there was valleys. And so at that point, it was much easier. He would come home and he was motivated to do it. Some days he walked longer than an hour. So this is the key things you have to realize. is that if you can make one little sacrifice, you can have this positive butterfly effect into all other different areas of your life. Now, Bob, he's a good guy, but Bob is also a very happy guy because he made one little sacrifice that changed his life forever.